Welcome to How To Tuesday. My name is Melanie and this is my daughter Samantha, and our family runs a pick and patch in Stanley. Today's featured product, or actually this week's featured product, is maple syrup. We sell it at the patch in all different sizes, even a beautiful glass bottle. So we're going to talk a little bit about different uses for maple syrup this week.
Now everybody knows the usual way you use syrup is on your pancakes, on your French toast, on your waffles, and as we said if you watched our how-to video last week, we like to use it on squash. But today we're going to explore some of the more unique ways to use maple syrup.
One of the things that I love to do is put a little bit in my coffee.
I don't like coffee, so I prefer to put it just a dab in my tea.
But it's a really interesting way to kind of sweeten up your coffee or your tea or any other hot beverage that you like to consume. Oh, that is good. That's really tasty.
It's really nice.
Very tasty. Another way I like to use it is when I'm making icing, whether it's for donuts or cupcakes or cake. Instead of using milk to thin it out, I like to use some maple syrup. Oh. Again,
I'll just try this.
Nice.
Did I do that?
Sweet. No, you missed me. And any other place you might use icing or a glaze, you can substitute maple syrup for.
I like to put it on my sundaes, so I have a little bit of vanilla ice cream here. I'm going to add a touch of maple.
Our sundaes always include chocolate sauce.
A little bit of chocolate sauce. And top it off with some whipped cream. Delicious.
Good?
That's really
taste.
You can try. One of my favorites is down at the Pick and Patch. Mom makes some maple cotton candy, which is just like regular cotton candy, except it's spun with a little bit of maple sugar in there. The maple. But it's so delicious.
I consume a lot of that when I'm making it. You have to taste. Quality control kind of a thing.
Gotta make sure it's still good.
And some other unique ways to use it that maybe you already do or haven't thought of. You can put it on your hot cereal. You can put it on your oatmeal or your cream of wheat. Any vegetables, like Sam said, we put it on squash. You can put it on carrots. Fresh fruit. It's delicious on grapefruit first or early in the morning.
It's really good on oatmeal too.
Baked apples. If you want to bake apples, just drizzle a little bit of maple syrup over them and bake them. You can use it to glaze a ham. It's really, the uses are unlimited.
One of my favorite memories from when I was little is Mom used to make what we call Jimmy John's, and it's basically like little fried doughs, like little pieces of fried dough. So delicious. And she used to give us a piece of fried dough, and she had these little tiny bowls that we would put maple syrup in, and you would take the fried dough and rip it apart and dip it in the maple syrup and eat it. It was so delicious.
Well, we had to put individual bowls because Timmy wouldn't let anyone dip in his.
I totally didn't know that. But despite all of the wonderful ways to use maple, our how-to today is how to make mapletinis.
And I have to say, mapletinis is my favorite use of maple syrup.
So what we're going to do first is rim the glasses with a little bit of the maple sugar that's used to make the cotton candy. And it'll actually be on sale. We're selling little bags of it this week if you want to pick up your own bag for your own mapletinis. So I put a little bit of water in a shallow dish, and I'm just going to dip just the top rim of the glass in the water. And then I put the sugar in another shallow dish, and I'm just going to roll it in there to get a nice coating of that sugar. I'll be yours.
Why, thank you. While she's doing that, I'm going to fill our shaker with some ice.
not be simpler for this. It's 1 part vodka to 1 part maple syrup. So since we're making 2 servings, I'm going to put 2 shots of vodka. 1, 2.
You can do it.
And 2 shots of maple. You can set that down.
Sure thing. Make sure you get it all.
I'll pour this on a little heavy. Put the lid on our shaker. Shake it up.
I'm good. I like having my own personal bartender.
That's good?
I think that's great.
Alright, so now I'll take a little lid off my pouring spout.
Yum.
So good.
Beautiful.
So it's that easy. And now we get to the fun part, drinking them. Cheers.
Oh my, that's delicious.
That
Oh,
is
that's so good. And it warms all the way down.
With the sugar around the rim, it's like a little special treat.
It is. It's a perfect dessert. It's a great fall cocktail to host if you have a fall party.
And it's unique. I'm sure, I'd never heard of it before she introduced me to it, so.
It's wonderful, delightful. Many, many ways to use maple. Come out to the patch, come see us, get some maple products, get some pumpkins, and just have a wonderful time.
Cheers, cheers.